Hello everybody, my name is Joe Guy and welcome back to Mountain Place. Here we are in the mountains. The lovely misty mountains of Haven. Whoop. And my mouse is being a bit weird all day today. Never mind that. We're in Haven, and as I mentioned, one of the first things we're going to do today is we're going to wander around and have a bit of a chat with some people because I didn't have time to do it last session. But there is also some stuff that I need to do here. We're back because, not the Inner Circle, the threat remains. Word of the Inquisition's work in the hinterlands has spread. The Chantry clerics in Val Royeaux are ready to meet. So, travel to Val Royeaux, but also go to the War Room. Presumably we do one by the other in some order.
See reason, Lisette. We cannot stay here.
Why not?
Because we're Templars.
What does that even mean anymore? That we splinter and fight amongst ourselves instead of protecting the mages?
Better that than stay here with this Inquisition.
You're awfully quick to dismiss the people who saved your life, Matrin.
I feel like we heard that conversation like roughly 10 times by this point.
Yes?
Aye. Let's see. I really wish I could remember if I asked all this stuff before. Let's run through it just quickly.
I'd like your take on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was.
Right, we have heard
once
this.
We both protected all people from the dangers of magic. We now
Yep.
One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
See. You share my vision, I guess.
You're not going to rejoin the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
Fair enough.
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings.
Doesn't it?
Though that distance did save my life.
Just any... never mind. How did you join an Order of Things?
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are tradesfolk in Denerim. I could have become a cobbler like my father, but this seemed better. It's a chance to uphold the Chantry's laws and help the mages through a troubled time.
You're an idealist. Absolutely.
Not every Templar feels that way.
I know. Power can corrupt. It's a delicate balance. One person trying to do something can make a difference. You should keep that in mind, Harold.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
Absolutely a Templar I'm glad to have on side. I have to remember that it's not my job to sort out the Templar-Mage conflict, although that may well be coming. I mean, one of the first things that we're doing is, once the Chantry is kind of off our backs, is going to either the Templars or the Mages to try and recruit one of them, because we need at least one of their sorts of power.
Charter, anyway.
To help what?
Doesn't sound elven.
I said you could call me that, Scout Helene. I never said it was my name.
Charter.
You're a bit terrifying at times, Charter.
Why? Because you're realising that every elf you casually call Knife Ear might have a life you know nothing about?
I was hoping you'd forgotten about that.
In this line of work, we can afford to forget nothing.
Racism. That takes me back.
Though you had granted them power over the very Fade itself.
Cool. I thought it was Giselle for a second. Now I gotta remember, maybe, I don't know, maybe I can use the opportunity to find a truce, but that's, like, even I'm aware that that's kind of being selfish, that's using this conflict to further my own agenda, but then again, isn't it just better for all of us? But then again, isn't that what every single leader thinks? There's a lot of pressure on me being a leader, and I'm like, now I've got to take into account everything that I think all the time. Never mind, let's hear a story. Hi, Varric.
Need something?
I have questions about Hawk. Let's hear this story.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Let's see. Orsino's fate made no sense. I feel like that's maybe tongue-in-cheek a little bit. Let's see. What happened to Anders? I mean, let's ask all of these. I'm curious.
What happened to the mage who destroyed the Kirkwall Chantry? The book never said.
He fled Kirkwall with the mages from the Circle. Stayed with them a while, but he had to move on. Somehow a lot of mages blamed him for making them live as fugitives. I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know.
Yeah. All of Dragon Age 2, you were kind of like, oh, okay, I'm here because my friends are here, but I don't really want to be a part of this. I sympathize. Even as a mage now, I do sympathize. Orsino's fate.
In the book, you say that first Enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
Don't give me disapproval for asking a damn question. Okay, well now I know that that can happen, I'm going to avoid this one.
Where are the rest of Hawke's associates now?
Merrill decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting.
Right.
She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Aveline went back. That's interesting. Notorious Raider trash. What the hell is that? Let's find the silver shining star, which says Notorious Raider trash. You want to know about my raider friends, huh? What in the world would make a goody-goody like you poke your nose into such dirty business? Well, there's a good Sir Thaddeus, of course. Some people say he runs the Armada. He doesn't. No one does. The Armada is a collection of ships, and each one is like a nation unto itself. Its own rules, its own people, its own leader. Thaddeus is respected, of course. You don't sink half a dozen Norwegian frigates without earning at least some respect. He's a dangerous man, but he's no king of the Armada. Anyone tells you that, they're lying or misinformed. Then there's Lachlan Poole, likes to sail around the southern Cape of Ravane, rattling his saber and posturing like it means something. No one really cares what Lachlan Poole does, though only a fool will say that to his face. You see, the thing about Lachlan Poole is he's got gold. Lots of it. All earned through legitimate means, even. He still has a trading company somewhere in the marches and hires people to run it while he plays adventurer on the high seas. The Armada lets him do it because it always pays to have friends with coin. The one you should really watch out for is Ianto. They call him the Talon, the Terror of Lamorin, but most often that crooked bastard what might kill you in your sleep. Slavery, murder, torture, nothing is too much for Ianto. He'd traffic in souls if he discovered a way to extract them from people. In fact, I'm sure he has some Trevinter cronies working on that right this second. I'm sure there's coin to be made in the stolen souls somewhere. The Imperium, probably. From Isabella, so I was reading that in the wrong voice. Queen of the Eastern Seas, self-proclaimed. At least she's kind of like, yeah, well, yeah, I'm queen, but nobody runs it.
Heaven has been filled with silence.
Cool. I'm into Zen.
I knew then.
Listen, I'm not saying that the Chantry doesn't...
Hey, Solus.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
I feel that, one will lead to the other. I don't know if we can close the rift successfully without knowing how it was opened. You think it survived?
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
It's true. I agree.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
Let's see. I don't know if I've asked either of these before, but tell me about the Fade.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal, from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
I think that, yeah, the options actually disappear once we ask them, so, yeah, we can ask all this stuff. Let's get lessons in, shall we? Tell me about the breach.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
I imagine the mark and my interaction with it is very much just hold it up, let it connect, and then exert my will upon it. I don't know how else... I don't know the mechanism by which it closes, but it does. And the veil.
I'd like to know more about the veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade. But according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
State of nature. That does sound dangerous.
We've got enough trouble with demons already.
But would they still be demons? Or would they be part of a natural environment, like a fast-flowing river? Yes, it can drown careless children, but it can also carry a merchant's goods or grind a miller's flour. That is what the world could be if the veil were not present.
Whoa.
For better or worse.
Solus. Got disapproval with you there, but that is definitely what Markus would say. Like, growing up in the circle, demons are very dangerous. The idea of the veil being non-existent, of them being vulnerable constantly, is very scary to him. And demons themselves. Now I'm curious what you think of this.
I'd like to know more about demons.
Your circle says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Can we change it?
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them? If not in peace, at least without such active confrontation.
Yeah.
Not in the world we know today. The veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
See,
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
See, that sounds kind of counterintuitive to what I just asked. Well, I just told him that it sounds dangerous, and it does. But that's only because Markus views demons and spirits as like a problem, as something dangerous. And in the same way that he views Templars as something dangerous, coexistence would be a solution to that danger. What? Okay, yeah. Sweep up in there. Let's see. Any potions? Oh yeah, you need a lot of this stuff, but I can increase the healing from this. Oh, nice. I need the Dawn Lotus to do that. How about regeneration stuff? Royal Elf Fruit does that. I have 4 of them. And then increased healing for my regeneration potions. And then Life Ward increases them as well. How about the Lyrium Potion? I need Black Lotus for that, which I don't have. Well, alright, let's, yeah, did I just do that? I guess I just did. And Regeneration Potion. Yep. So I think I'm good on that. So let's... 18, 38, Royal Elf Fruit. I can do both of these. Ta-da! I mean, why not? Like, I know we're burning through our Elf Fruit a little bit, but... this way... just want to make sure that took. Yeah, I've got 2 left. Haha! This way, at least we're using them, you know, whenever we can. I'm not saving them for anything, so... there's Anti-Wind Fire, which is kind of cool. So I'd have Dragon Thorn, but I need Dawn Lotus as well. That's okay. Yeah. A fire grenade, huh? Uh-huh. Anti-Wind Fire. I bet somebody could use that. Didn't I give somebody grenade damage? Wasn't it, I think it might have been, not Solus necessarily. I did give him that cold belt. Explosive shot, no. Belt of extra grenades. Here we go. So let's...
I can get that for you, sir.
Thank you. Let's give Anti-Wind Fire to Varric. And then... oh, you need... this is hello. There we go. These menus, man. Blood Lotus. I have 10, so I have enough to... yeah.
Let me know if you need anything.
Do you need anything?
You're back. And in one piece.
Hello. How are things?
How are your people holding up?
We've got Mother Giselle lending a hand now, which helps. For the ones that need comforting more than actual healing, she's a rock in fast water.
Oh, great.
Something to cling to.
That's really good.
Farewell.
Mother Giselle. Yeah, seems a caring, reasonable sort. Hopefully it remains that way. Getting a lot of new allies. Can't trust them all, but she seems solid. I mean, just the mother. Generally, those are pretty trustworthy. We'll deal with the impending riot any second.
of Andraste.
Hey Liliana, how are things?
There were so many questions surrounding Faria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Faria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Encourage Liliana to kill the traitor agent. Do you have to kill him? See, Markus, I think, would gravitate towards this one, because his stomach still hasn't quite found this job yet. But at the same time, I think he knows that I think this is the better option. So I think he's just going to remain silent.
It will be done.
I'm sorry you had to see that. Trust me. Everything I do is to protect our interests.
Okay.
Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
Yeah.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Okay, I'm starting to feel this a little bit. To feel that weight of responsibility, which I've kind of been bypassing, you know? You seem to care a lot.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
You're also vulnerable. They're also vulnerable in ways that you aren't. So, ignore the riot. What's going on over there? I really should address that soon. Yeah, I'm starting to feel that weight there. Remaining silent was obviously like the passive way. Like, knowing that the killing had to be done. And remaining silent? Liliana took the brunt of that decision, but I could have been there to support her. Maybe I should have. As the leader, I should have supported her in that decision. Made her feel a little bit better about what had to be done, but now she's got the guilt and I just stood there. Tell me about yourself.
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Yeah? Any stories? You love stories.
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
You've lost your enthusiasm for telling tales. That's kind of sad.
What did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I was a bard, an Orlesian spy for many years. For a time I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
Like to be a bard. Telling stories and stuff like that? I don't even know. Like, I appreciate this option's here and maybe I should take up on it, but no, I don't particularly.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always talk later.
Yeah, we'll talk more later. Hey, Thren.
Can I help you with something?
What's up? Oh no, I thought you were gonna... Never mind. Bye.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
They're gonna give me some updates. Feel tense again.
Thanks for checking.
Alright, okay. What is all this rubbish? And why should I care?
Your kind killed the most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, Mayor!
No.
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
What are you doing here?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
does not seem good. Come on.
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
You know, we could just kill him. Like, he's standing right here. He's not even guarded. He's part of an enemy faction. Cullen, can I kill him? The proper authority failed. Can we not?
So far, you're the only one who's insisted we can't work together.
We might, if your Inquisition would recognize the Chantry's authority.
There is no authority until another Divine is chosen.
In due time, Andraste will be our guide, not some dazed wanderer on a mountainside.
For all we know, Andraste chose us, chose me. Dazed wanderer on a mountainside. Kind of sums me up kind of well, though. Why is he here?
Remind me, why are you allowing the Chancellor to stay?
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
You make a good point. He's annoying. But he's practice annoying.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
But things have changed now. There's this middle ground, which is us.
The mages and Templars are fighting, even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new Divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
Yep.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
You already tried to have me executed before. What you said is true, but I don't think you believe it. You watch me, I'll prove you all wrong.
I'll make sure they see reason in Val Royeaux.
I pray you're right.
Scary. But things is happening.
You built for them the golden city, the center of all creation. And for a time you dwelled among them, watched over them. As a gardener
I have
watches
heard
the earth for the
rumors
first
of a way to
signs
reverse
of
the
life.
right of tranquility.
Huh?
Yes, I have heard them as well.
Would you wish to have your self restored?
I do not believe that
All
would be
men are the
wise.
work of our
The
Maker's
number of
hands.
demons
From
present
the
might
lowest
leave me
slaves
vulnerable
to
to
the highest
possession.
kings.
I might also
Those who bring
experience
harm
feelings
without
of discomfort
provocation
over
to
events
the
that
least of
occurred
his
while I
children
was in this state.
are hated and
I can
cursed
survive in this
by
fashion.
the Maker.
If I were made whole again, I might not.
It is a terrible bargain we ask you to make.
You built for them the golden
Is it worth
city,
even giving them the
center of
choice?
all creation. And for a time
Is it worth
you
bringing
dwelled
back
among
the
them,
dead
watched over
when
them.
they're already dead?
As a gardener watches the earth
Hey,
for the
how you
first
doing?
signs of life.
Greetings, Herald of Andraste. How fares your quest to seal the breach?
I am a little frustrated.
Not as well as it should. How can people focus on trivialities when faced with the breach?
It is easy for us to imagine that mundane matters fall aside in tumultuous times. The Chant of Light does not speak of feeding troops or arranging meetings or any such mundane concerns. But every organizational detail you contend with, Andraste herself once faced.
Yeah.
These trivialities are steps on your path to victory, even if history never remembers them.
That is... Oh my god, this is perfect.
You keep talking as though I'm the equal of Andraste. Do you know how unnerving that is?
I can only imagine. But we are all given to our purpose under the Maker. A sword does not ask to be forged. And frankly, if such a comparison gives you pause, I do not see that as a bad thing. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Yeah. How are the people?
How are the people doing after what happened at the Conclave?
They are scared, of course. Many have lost homes or loved ones. I doubt many will sleep well until you have sealed the breach. I have offered what help I can. The rest is for the Inquisition. What more do you wish to know?
And how are people at Haven?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
They are terrified. Many of them came here because the war between the Mages and the Templars destroyed their homes. In their minds, the death of a divine has destroyed any chance of peace. To that, add the breach. Farmers have fled their fields. If we do not restore order, half of Thedas may starve.
Indeed. I don't know if proximity to the rift itself is causing more events of like demons entering, because rifts seem to be everywhere. But seeing it up there in the sky every single day has got to be unnerving. As if it's a hypothetical for me. And how are you helping? You seem very connected.
What are you doing to help these people?
My sisters and I have been tending to the injured as best we are able. Some refugees come with food, while others arrive empty-handed. I have helped ensure that all have enough to eat. Beyond that, many simply wish the familiar comfort of the Chant of Light. It is little enough work to offer some comfort to those in pain.
So you're not anything special in terms of rank, are you? You're pretty much just like a representative of a lot of the Chantry's workers. The only difference between you and them is that you seem more level-headed and you're more willing to put some faith in us here at the Inquisition.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Farewell, revered mother.
Farewell.
A wee conversational detail that I like is when you go down the route of answering a question, it takes you to goodbye instead of I want to ask you about something else. That kind of, it gives you a boot to say, hey, come back later.
Lord Trevelyan, may I have a moment?
Absolutely. My female namesake.
Yes, Ambassador?
I'd like to discuss your parents.
That was quick. Curious about the Trevelyan.
A little sudden, but it's time someone made an honest man of me.
What? Very amusing. This is serious. I'd like to dispatch a courier asking the bands of House Trevelyan to align themselves with us. What are your thoughts? Should we approach your family for their formal support of the Inquisition?
Well, they already sent me the staff in my head. They adore politics, sadly. Not that it puts them in danger. I guess this is up to me. Yes, they're very religious. I'm not in their good graces. I don't think this applies. They adore politics, sadly. None of it puts them in danger. I'll do it, they trust me. I suspect they're in danger anyway. You know, this is a good question about my past. I'm actually going to take a second to think about this. Okay, I was on mute. I don't know how long I was on mute for. Apologies. Yeah, okay, so the reason yeah, there's one which I'm gonna go for. I'm not in their bad graces. I think they're already in danger, and I don't think, yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to say this one, but I don't know, even I think that's a little naive. They adore politics, sadly. I don't think Marcus has the same hatred for politics that I do. That we all remember Nathan is doing. I've softened on the topic a little bit now, both as a person and, you know, reflected in this character here, so not this one. I'll do it, they trust me, I think is too strong. I'm not sure what they thought of me, I haven't really decided that yet, but I do like the idea of them being very religious. And my belief in the Maker came from them. I think that's more interesting, especially concerning me with this whole herald thing.
My parents are on a first-name basis with most priests in Ostwick, and I have a dozen cousins in the Chantry. When they hear I've been touched by Andraste, you'll have to stop them from giving you money.
I'll take that as a yes. Val Royeaux has noted your lineage. It gives the Inquisition some legitimacy, although not so much as we'd hoped.
Why not?
You are from Ostwick. Orlesian nobles consider the Free Marches somewhat quaint.
Really? How dare they? I don't care. Our independence puzzle them. Let's see. I'd call us disorganized. I mean, they're not scared of a mage?
Even though I'm a mage, that doesn't give them pause.
You're not an unfamiliar sight. Mages from noble families are given more leeway. Besides, Ostwick Circle had a reputation for being rather sedate.
I see. I like the quiet, yeah. I went home now and then, did I? Yeah, I like the quiet.
You could do as you pleased if it didn't bother anyone. Rest, study, find a hobby. The worst fight I saw was 2 Templars scuffling over a tavern bill.
You didn't encounter any difficulty with the Templars?
Cool. I'm glad that this is happening. There's opportunity to answer some questions. I fancy one of the Templars, stayed out of the way, couldn't trust them, the money helped. I like this one.
I was completely infatuated with one of the Templars in our tower.
No. What came of it?
Nothing. I was so shy I didn't say a word.
Oh. I'm sure it was for the best. This place is no bastion of civilization, not like the Circle. I hope you don't find the living conditions in Haven too drastic for someone of your station.
How do you find it?
This can't be what you're accustomed to, Ambassador.
True.
One adjusts. I stay busy. It helps take my mind from our surroundings. And the cold. And the wildlife. And the lack of civilization for miles around. Why anyone lived here before we found Andraste's ashes, I cannot imagine.
They wear comfier clothes. Even just reading dump. I'm actually okay.
Don't worry about me. Haven's more than livable.
Really? If that is how you feel, I'm pleased to hear it. Until next time, my lord.
Oh, it was cool to get like an opportunity to feel out my character a little bit more about their past. That's awesome. The in regards to like flirting and stuff like that, this is just how I generally go with RPGs. It's like I'll flirt with pretty much everything as I'm exploring options and then focus in on somebody eventually.
We will study that.
Cool.
Please tell me if you find something. Hello? Can I help you with something?
Not interrupting anything, am I? Go away, I'm in charge here. Didn't I ask all these before?
I'm surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight.
Yep.
I'm not good at it either. I liked studying. I liked performing rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil.
Bye.
I liked having the Templars travel safely.
Thank you. Okay, cool. Cool, that was awesome. Alright, let's go and summon the council then, I guess. That's stuff to think about.